eliminating deal killers is around compliance. Now, most people don't think about compliance because it's one of the least sexy parts of the business, right? And when I talk about compliance, I'm going to refer to a few things that people need to have in order. The first one is your intellectual property compliance. So this means that your brand registry, any trademarks, any patents, anything along those lines. I'll give you a perfect example. We had somebody that they got the trademark done for their business in their own name, not in the business name. The business went on to become very valuable. And when they wanted to exit, the core asset of the business wasn't inside the business, it was inside the person. And we had to now sell the asset from the person to the business, which created a taxable event. And then we had to drop down the value of the asset of the trademark, but it was a wonderful trademark. So those types of compliance things, and you touched on another one, which is Amazon terms of service compliance, right? We all understand that it's not a black and white issue, it's a issue of gray, but you need to understand at what line for your particular niche are buyers going to eventually say, this is too risky of a business. And the best way to increase the value of your business isn't just by increasing the numbers. That's what everybody talks about. I like to introduce the concept of reducing the risk because a buyer pays for you the value of a business they see divided by their perceived risk. If you think about it like a numerator and a denominator, and if the one business is scored to a risk of a one and another one is scored to a risk of a two, if the second business truly is twice as risky, then it has to have twice the return. So a great way for you to be working on ahead of it is to avoid the deal killer of doing a compliance test for your business. And we'll talk about how you can reach out to us if you want to at some point here, but we have compliance checklists that are designed specifically for that to say across your products. If you're in child niches, you need to have a certain level of product safety compliance. You need to have all of that information stored in what's called a data room. You need to be compliant with Amazon terms. You need to be compliant with financials. You need to be compliant with legal and IP. And the important point about it is if you wait to do all of those things until you're in front of a buyer, two bad things have happened. One is you're going to have to work 120 hours a week to get a deal done because you got to do it all at once. And two, you've made mistakes along the way that, as I like to say, are written in ink, not pencil. And you just can't erase them away. And you've made your business less valuable than thinking about it proactively. So the action item on this one is avoid the deal killers around compliance by doing a self-compliance check or test more than 12 months before you go to market, ideally right away, but certainly within a couple years before you go to market, and design the right compliance systems across those areas that I mentioned so that you don't wake up one day and have a really profitable business that's unsellable.